Instead of just holding this thing at a 90-degree angle from your material, you might want to try twisting it, kind of like you were taking a knife and cutting down through there. It may cut a whole lot better by angling the knife as opposed to just holding it straight. Sometimes I find that that does a much better job, especially if it's really hard to get off. That knife will cut into the material a whole lot better. So you just have to kind of experiment with whatever it is that you're working on and go from there. But a lot of times I can hold it straight and it'll peel off just fine. Just depends on what wood you're working with and how sharp your tool is. I know that this is normally not what I would shoot, but I'm actually on my way to the antique store. We're going to do a little picking today. I'm going to head over there and see if they've got any hand tools, old vintage hand tools that can actually be restored that I can use up there at the homestead. So y'all be sure and stay tuned because we should have a lot of fun. Well, hey guys, I'm at DJ's Antiques. And I actually went in there and I talked to them. They said it was okay to film because I wanted to make sure that I had permission to do that first. But like I had told you earlier, we're going tool picking. Let's get busy and let's see what kind of tools they have. I have really found some really good deals here. So y'all are just gonna hang with me. That right there is an old coffee grinder. I actually found a couple more of these hand augers. This one looks like it's about a, I don't know, maybe a 2.5 inch. And this one looks like it is a 1 inch, maybe 3/4. Then I found this old hand saw, which is still sharp. Then I found this old saw here, which is missing a handle, but I think that we can make one. So this will be handy too to have. And then I found this old grinding wheel. I'm thinking about making taking this and making a bench for it and a pedal and putting that to good use. We're in another room now that has some nostalgic papers. I think they've even got some records in here, but this is primarily all furniture. You can see that they've got a lot of antique type stuff. Here's another room that's basically just got furniture in it. Lots of older chairs, tables, Coke machine over here. How about that? Anybody remember this? Where you had to lift the door in order to get your drink. This right here is one of my favorite sections. This is where all the cast iron is. So I'm going to pick through this and see if I can find something that's interesting. Okay, everyone, this is Donna. She is actually the owner, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, the owner of DJ's. So be sure if you're ever in the Smoky Mountain area, Gatlinburg, Sevierville area,
White
Pine, be sure and look her up. I know a lot of our people come to the Gatlinburg Pigeon Forge area.
Yes.
So be sure and look her up and stop by, because she's got everything in here, from jewelry to old records to old newspapers, magazines, tools, books, A to Z. You name it, she's got it. Now, how do you find this stuff?
Well, I built the shop in '88, and just word of mouth. And now there's not that many auctions around here, so I get the complete estate. The family goes through and gets what they want, and then they call me and they'll say, "You come and give me X amount of dollars, and you take what's left."
Oh, that's
yeah,
interesting.
See, it's all online now. All the auctions are online now. So that's how, right now, we're in the process of getting 3 like that.
Do you actually repair anything, or you just sell it as is?
Everything we're selling as is, mainly the tools and things like that.
Right.
Now the furniture, we used to refinish more of it, but stripper and all that got so expensive, so we're selling more of it as is.
Gotcha.
But we're going more into the smalls, the tools especially.
Right.
But no, we sell all this as is.
Right. Well, I'll tell you what, if things ever got worse than what they are, and you couldn't afford to buy tools or pay for electricity, you can always use these old manual hand tools if you got the skills and the know-how. And I mean, a lot of them I still use, and they work really good. So what I have actually found here is I've got 2 hand augers, 2 saws. I found this toaster, and a small skillet that I thought that I could use. I know you all like to watch me cook, right? So anyway, we're going to go ahead and add this up. We really do appreciate you doing things like this, because I know the people, they have enjoyed watching me restore some of the old tools and stuff like that.
Yes.
So I can see new handles on these. These shined up a little bit. I'll make a handle for this one, and we'll be in business, folks. So let me get this tallied up, and I'll be right back. Well, folks, I just left. I tell you what, I have so much fun in places like that, picking up that stuff that they used to use back in the day, and checking out a lot of that stuff that I've never even seen before. Although my grandparents had a lot of that stuff that I used when I was a kid, still a lot of it is strange to me. But it's so interesting, you know, the craftsmanship that went into making things like that. Anyway, be sure, if you're ever in this area, in the East Tennessee area, go and check out DJ's Antiques, because they are some fine folks. I tell you what, I really like going there. She was saying that also she has people that come and visit this area that come back every year when they come to visit. So be sure and go check them out. Anyway, I am heading back to the Outpost, so I will meet you all when I get back. You know, I've got several comments that people have tried this stuff and they really, really like it. I am a big fan of this timber frame oil. It's Australian timber frame oil made by a company called Cabot. It's got linseed and tung oil in it, and I'll tell you what, guys, not only does it go, seems like farther than stain, but it also helps to protect it a lot better than regular stain would, and it kind of actually stains it a little bit because of the oil that's in it. But I'll tell you what, it makes the wood look good. Kind of helps I mean, now what I have is, it's called clear or natural, but it does have a slight tint to it because of the oil. But I'll tell you what, it really does a really good job on all the material that I've used thus far, not only building the cabin, but everything else that I've done. Well, this is actually the last brace that I have to oil up here. We're letting them dry. I set some over there by the cabin, kind of get them out of the way so that I can roll these and be able to get it on there a lot easier. But yeah, they all look good. Got them protected with this timber oil for years to come, and hopefully when we get this tower up, that satellite will be able to dial in and upload videos too. That would be really nice. Well, so there we go. We've got all of the braces treated with the timber frame oil, so as soon as they dry, my plans are, of course, the longer ones are for the bottom, right? We'll start putting those on first, and then they get smaller as we go up. But I'll be excited to get those on there where I can start building that platform on the top, getting that satellite dish mounted up there, getting it dialed in, and being able to, like I said before, be able to upload videos to YouTube without having to drive 40 miles to do that. Well, I actually got the first tier of bracing on the tower now. It was a bit of a trick to undo the bracing that we had when we set those vertical posts in the ground to try to get these in there and to keep the tower from moving on me. It is leaning this way just a little bit, so probably I'm going to have to put a strap around it, hook the tractor to it, and pull it back that way just a little bit, but I've got to wait till I get some help because they will have to re-brace it down at the bottom.
so that I can actually get some quickcrete and pour in those holes. But it should be exciting as I start working my way up, so you all be sure and stay tuned for part 3. I think that's right. Yeah, part 3. My son, my daughter, myself, we really appreciate you guys stopping by and hanging out with us up here on the homestead. We hope that each and every one of you have a great day. Y'all take care. We look forward to seeing you back up here at the cabin again next time.